again, everybody. Just Us Geeks here, again with another episode of Doctor Who. Season 10, Episode 8, entitled Lie of the Land. This time we have part 3 of this 3-part story with these monks and their mysterious pyramid. And it seems like they have the Doctor on their side in this episode. So let's see what happens. Here we go.
The monks have been with us from the beginning. They shepherded humanity through its formative years, gently guiding and encouraging.
What is that?
Like a parent clapping their hands
Weird
to babies'
fish
first
that's
steps.
come out of the sea.
They have been instrumental. They were even there to welcome.
So it looks like they've rewritten history.
I don't know about rewritten it, but I think they were there during history, is what he's saying. A few statues up.
Oh,
Statue of Liberty.
what else did we
And the
see?
Eiffel Tower. No, Eiffel Tower.
It's taken care of.
Oh my, that looks a bit creepy.
Look,
Where's that was a creepy look.
What?
Where's the man going?
The mum. They're taking her away.
Why?
Well, we'll have to watch and see what she's done wrong. But it seems like anybody who doesn't get, anybody who doesn't get with the program. Say it out. Say it again louder.
She said that she did like propaganda or something back in there.
She's trying to spread the truth because people seem to think they've always been there. And she just said they've only been here a few months.
hence the title, The Lie of the Land.
Where's the doctor?
They're looking for him. I can hear him.
Doctor. Doctor, it's me.
Guys! What are you doing here?
Well, what's it look like? We've come to save you.
This is you doing, isn't it? You shouldn't be here. I'll have to talk to the monks now.
Doctor!
Stop! Don't move. They will kill you. Stay where you are.
Does he the bad guys?
We don't know.
I think he is.
The monks are on their way.
Do you think?
We came here before we were talking.
Well, he's not. He's a good guy, but
Did
he
you actually
said
just call
that
him?
he's on.
There's some funny business going on.
Side.
You know how she like
Human
told him to
society
give
is
his like eyesight back? Then maybe they like
stagnant.
changed him.
You stop moving.
That is a good theory.
In fact, you're regressing.
Well, this isn't exactly much better.
Sorry, Bill. I really wanted to make you see.
Why is he crying?
Because it seems like the Doctor
This is real.
is not faking.
You're actually
He's
to
not making what?
actually doing
Not faking being bad.
Can it? He's back.
any
I don't believe it.
how hard the past few months have been. You're helping.
Oh dear.
Why is she playing it at the top?
I'm serious, Doctor.
Because he's bad.
We'll
He's
figure
supposed
something
to be
else.
bad.
But he's not really, is he?
You better tell him they'll be here forever.
Something's going on. We know the Doctor would
It's
never
not a
be
trick,
bad.
it's not a plan. I have joined the monks. Whatever it takes, I'm going to save you
He
from
might want her
yourselves.
to do this.
He's faking.
You're laughing.
He's faking. I know he's faking.
Why are you laughing?
Wait, I don't know. He's
What does that mean, guys?
It's
What?
faking. Is he turning into
Why is it that she shot him and none of them shot her?
Good girl.
See?
what?
It's faking.
Nice touch. Too much. Richard asking for our identity papers.
Nice to know you'll laugh when the time comes. You're gonna slightly worried.
I thought he would turn into one of the things.
For this long. Now, they don't trust me yet, not completely. And I have to check in.
How can he die? How can he die?
He's special.
I thought it would turn into the thingy.
No, of course not. I've spent the last 6 months planning. Lovely as it is to have you on board.
Why did Doctor Who go on fire?
So, who are we going to get?
We'll talk about it after.
Almost as smart as me.
He went on fire. I know, he's
Has it really come to that? It's me.
like this.
I'm coming back.
Why is he laughing? That's a crazy laugh. Why is he laughing? That's actually a crazy
Because it's
laugh.
funny.
Why? Oh, because they ran
By
away.
the time we got back to the university,
Yeah.
the monks were waiting for us.
University of Bristol.
Of course.
I was going to let Missy out.
Missy? Who's
She'll
Missy?
be. It's funny in that she'll be imprisoned for lifetimes or whatever.
Oh, it's her. I know her.
This is just a woman. God, the way you and Nigel have been carrying on, I thought you had some kind of monster in here or something.
I want to speak to her.
Yeah.
So, when you defeated the monks, that's how you did it? Well, at this point, all that was left of the bloodline was a wee girl. And I just pushed her into a volcano. It's me. The linchpin is me. So you're saying that? Now, if you were just to die, then everyone's false memories would have to fade, and that could take ages. It's actually better if you keep breathing. Your brain just keeps transmitting.
Oh, I see.
The monks are our friends. I won't let you hurt them. I'll die first. I'll kill you first. Zerovian neck pinch. Yeah, I've studied their martial arts for a while, actually. Yeah, reached a level of brown tabard. Yeah, can't do it with this hand, though. Kind of bugs me. Of course, this wasn't my original hand, as you know. I won this in a game of, yeah, let's...
It's crazy. Gonna bop him over the back of the head, though.
It's weird.
It's really
Like
lucky.
the lead of
The top of it looks like it's
Oh,
blue.
yeah. It's an aubergine on its head.
Right?
Using his memories.
The monks are disappearing.
It's nasty looking, isn't it? Very strong.
didn't go to plan.
The weird one is moving.
I wanted to do it before you woke up. Goodbye, Doctor. Thank you. God, it was worth it.
Oh no, we don't want Bill to go.
Where?
Yeah.
He's gonna die.
Which show
That's
have
the
you
point
been
of all
watching?
this.
Bill, it will kill you, Bill. But it's too powerful.
He doesn't want her to die.
I order you. I'm ordering you not to do this, Bill. Not to untie me.
Why don't you just kill it?
Bill, don't do this.
That must not work that way.
Chop its head off or something like that.
I guess she'll still be there to
Raise
transmit.
the brain on the first date, but seeing as it's you,
Why can't he get off?
She tied him.
Why?
So you wouldn't stop her.
Just filling its mind with one pure, uncorrupted, irresistible image. It's broadcasting it to the world because
She's
it
a
can't
nun.
help it. All those years you kept her alive inside you, an isolated subroutine in a glimpse of freedom. But a glimpse is all you need. The lie is breaking. Bill's mom, you just went viral. You did it. You broke the signal.
What are the monks gonna do?
What oppressors always do when they realize who's really in power. They run.
Gone.
You, appalling
Is it
hair. This
pyramid?
sacred way of sitting on. What is it?
We thought they were just like filming something here or something.
Thank you. Very helpful. Now go away. Something.
Did you say go
See?
away?
The monks have erased themselves. Humanity is doomed to never learn from its mistakes.
well, I guess that's part of our job.
Did you like to go away? Why is Doctor so mean now?
3,000
It's not
months.
mean.
Mechanics
That
of free
means they
will.
go away.
Now, 6 months.
But, you know all that time when the doctor went like this?
Someone like you.
With the red things. Is that all of the
That's
doctor?
not progress.
I didn't know you couldn't use their names. You didn't tell me about this bit.
I'm sorry, but this is good.
There were humans on Mars in Victorian times.
Wait.
That weren't. Friday asked for my help. In return,
Oh, next week on Sunday we're gonna watch that.
Max Warrior Hive. Friday has been using you all along. His aim was to get back to Mars and find his queen.
Is that Marin Trent?
I dare say the British Army is more than enough for a bunch of upright crocodiles.
I can't even I'm not even sure what happened there at the end. Are you?
What do you mean?
Like,
All of his
it
body.
just ended.
All of his body.
Yeah, they found the way out of it, and then in over about 10 seconds they summarised that they buggered off home. That was it.
No, I mean like that very last conversation with Missy. It seemed abrupt, didn't it? The way it just
Yeah.
ended and went to next time.
Yeah.
All right.
You know the one.
All right, we'll be back in a bit. Okay, well, we just finished watching episode 8 of Doctor Who. What did you think?
It was good.
It was
Yeah, I
good.
liked it. A few twists and turns.
Were you fulfilled? Did you think that it was worth being 3 episodes, and did you think it was resolved appropriately?
No.
No, I didn't.
No. I think it dragged on to be very little in the end, really, and the finishing just felt very sort of unsatisfactory.
Abrupt.
Yeah, it was like they ran out of money or ran out of time, and they just went, and we figured out how to do it, and then they left.
I don't think that was
the
worth
end.
3 episodes, I've got to say. I really thought it would be a lot more to it. I mean, in a way, it was a simulation in that obviously everything was, they'd rewritten history in everyone's minds, but
It was a good concept, I thought.
it was, that part actually is
I
okay.
quite like that.
Yeah, and it's unique, a unique way of doing it.
And it became like a police state.
Yeah.
Where they were, locking people
Yeah,
up.
it was like a dystopian future. It was almost like a Hunger Games Katniss, Bill out of Katniss Everdeen look to her, I thought. And I thought they did a pretty good job of showing London, in this alternate world, I guess. But
it's like an Eastern Bloc country, wasn't it?
Yeah, it
Very
looked
much,
bleak. They did a good job portraying that, I thought.
And the fact
The
that
truth police,
they snuck onto the ship. They snuck onto the ship to find the Doctor, didn't they?
Oh, yeah.
And that was sort
Yeah,
of...
the ferry. I was thinking that looks like the ferry to the Outer Hebrides or something.
And then the Doctor did his trick of pretending he'd swapped sides.
Yeah.
And he went further and further and further up to the point where you're thinking...
Yeah, he obviously was egging her on to shoot him. He wanted to see for sure that she hadn't been compromised. So I guess I can buy that.
And then there was a good explanation of why he was able to do that. He turned some guards around to be on his side, and this, that, and the other. Fair enough.
Yeah, I mean, watching it, I thought, there's no way he's turned. No way. There's got to be there has to be something else going on here. But I have to say, it was convincing in the beginning, because I thought, okay, is this like an alternate Doctor? Is he
brainwashed?
Yeah, like, did they do something when, our daughter said, our eldest daughter that was sitting on the end there had said maybe when they restored his eyesight, they did something. I thought that was a good theory. But no, so we're back to the question then.
Oh, I was thinking part of the plan was, right, we'll give you back your eyesight, but then you have to work for us. That was part of the deal, and if you don't, we'll kill Bill or something. So, no, it's none of that.
And we don't know how they restored his eyesight.
No, again, that was
that really was magic. Which I guess we'll just have to accept. I don't like that explanation.
No.
Because he said he thought he was going to be blind forever, and he thought perhaps his next 3 generation would be blind as well. So it was quite a serious situation, and yet, poof, he's fine.
End of.
Okay, fine.
So they were on the ship. They spoke to the Doctor. He then explained what was happening. They then discovered that it was a transmission by talking to Missy. Missy didn't really give anything up, but the Doctor kind of started burbling on about stuff and worked it out himself effectively. And she just said, "Oh, you're cold, you're hot," but he worked it out
and
himself.
I guess the...
So I don't really know why he bothered asking her anything. She didn't tell him anything.
Yeah. Well, she told him whether he was hot or cold, and that helps him move to a different direction, I guess. Yeah. It was convenient that she had already fought these monks before, and that was a little too convenient.
But it didn't actually...
It didn't matter in the end. Yeah, it didn't make a difference.
But he found out that Bill was the linchpin for these sort of... communications.
And they tied that bit in quite well, because we were like, what is the deal with this consent nonsense? Yeah. And why does it have to be, pure consent with no strings attached, all this? And we were like, what is that? And it was for this reason, but... And
they're like hijacking... They're doing it without her knowledge, aren't they?
Yeah.
That's why they've got a brain to accept it, where it's not noticed or...
But we don't quite understand how she was able to fight it and how apparently other people fight it, like the couple in the beginning. Apparently they were printing out propaganda materials, and, you know, the mother was quite certain that this was all a sham. So we don't know how is it...
strong-willed? Or
yeah, is this being strong-willed or...
far enough away from the transmitter that it's
what is it?
weak influence, maybe? Or maybe they have a strong memory, like Bill had a strong memory.
Yeah, possible.
So it could be that sort of snapped them out of it.
Yeah.
But again, completely
it wasn't
unexplained.
explained, so we'll just have to speculate on what that was about.
Yeah.
I did like how her mother was the memory that she was able to latch onto. I thought that was nice and sweet, and it kind of brought full circle this thing with her mother and the pictures and the fact that she makes up a memory of her mother and all that, and has conversations with her. So it was nicely tied together, that bit. I like that.
Nice concept.
Yeah.
Wasn't it? Yeah.
And I buy it as the reason why she was able to use that memory to override all their nonsense. That seems perfectly reasonable to me. That she had this pure memory that hadn't been corrupted. So that was good.
They then re-enter the pyramid, don't they? They have a gunfight with the monks listening to... I didn't get the tape recorder thing, really.
I think that was just to help them remember that this was... her voice just going over and over again in the tape recorder, I think, was just to remind them that this isn't real. And, the one guy, once his tape recorder was broken, he went right back into believing that the monks were there for his good. So
he did also say in the pyramid it's very strong radiation about the memories, didn't he? So you'll wonder. It was saying you'll wonder why we're doing this and blah blah blah.
Yeah.
So okay, that all sort of tied in, but it was odd that a tape recorder would block it out.
Yeah.
Of all things,
just her voice. I think it was.
Why
just
her voice though?
Well, I don't know about her voice, but just having somebody constantly keep reminding you.
It's almost like a memory thing, isn't it? You forget and then you go with the monks.
Well, yeah, because they showed you with Nardole looking out the window at the pyramid, saying, "I don't get it. There's nobody there." And then when he turned away, the doctor asked him, "How many guards did you see?" And he said 12. And then when he looked back, it was nothing there. So immediately, as long as
you forget instantly,
reality. A slightly bit like. Well, maybe not. The silence, I was going to say, but I don't know. Yeah, it was all right.
I thought the second episode in the trilogy was really building to a really exciting...
Yeah.
That seemed to build very well. And then this third one, it was almost like a quick splash of explanations just to get it over with.
Yeah, it didn't seem as fleshed out as the first and second episodes, to be honest, because I really felt like we were building to something extraordinary.
That was the hope, wasn't it?
Yeah, it kind of felt that way. It felt like they were really building this world of, this fake Matrix-like world is what I was expecting. And we did get a tiny version of it, but it kind of fell apart in the end. It was just...
It was very superficial.
I mean, when it ended, I was like, what? Wait, what?
That's it?
That's it? They just went?
Yeah. Well, we'll go back to it. They broke into the pyramid. They found this room, just a random room, and he says, "Oh, this is it." So I don't know if there was a sign on the door that said,
it was
transmitter room
through,
or something.
I think it was peeking through the gap in the door.
Yeah, but I mean, it's a guy sitting on a chair. How do you know that that's... Anyway, he goes in there. There's this monster-looking thing with a shiny head.
Which was creepy. I didn't like it.
Yeah, it was. It was scary. Sitting there with a shiny head. He's obviously zonked out because he's concentrating or whatever. But then
he's holding those strands that we saw earlier.
And I assumed he was going to pull him off those hand things and put his own hands on there. Not grab hold of his head.
Well, I knew he was going to put his hands on there because I'd seen a promo of him with his hands on there.
Yeah.
And
it's just odd for him to think, oh yeah, I'll put my hands on his
I've
head.
got to put my hands on his head.
That will connect me telepathically
instead
or
of
whatever.
tearing those string things from his palms, which would obviously disconnect him from whatever he's connected to. But
yeah, seemed an odd. But I mean, I suppose it's a more dramatic view of.
And when you saw him do that, did it not make you think of that photo of Trump with the glowing orb?
Yeah,
That's what I thought when I saw it. This is the fake world we're living in, apparently.
I like the fact that it was sort of the centre of the pyramid and the ceiling was all a pyramid with the pictures shown on there. The memories and the images and all that. It reminded me of something that we saw back at Walt Disney World, where you're in I think it was Spaceship Earth or something like that, and you're looking around and all the pictures are transmitted onto the walls of the inside of the globe. That was pretty cool. I like that.
Yeah, it was a nice effect.
And I suppose they needed a way of showing you what was happening, and that was a good way of illustrating it with the pictures that you were seeing, with or without the monks and what have you, with Bill's mother.
And then this guy that was sitting there, head of the monks?
I would think he was more like a
Spiritual?
slave to the monks, though. Well, not a slave, but he was I don't think he was in charge or anything. I think he was just there to do the job.
He could have been like a priest type monk, like the spiritual leader. I don't know. Again, not explained.
No, just another monk, but different. All the monks look
he
similar
was
except
different,
him.
yeah.
It's like a different species or something. And it was almost like he wasn't tied down or anything, but I wouldn't have been surprised if he was sort of strapped down in the chair and that he was left there to be the conduit for the thoughts or whatever.
Oh, we skipped
like
something.
Like in Matrix, where they're all strapped in the things, aren't they? That kind of thing.
Yeah.
He was used rather than being part of the
system. Yeah, but he wasn't really.
No, but I mean, he never woke up or anything, did he?
Yeah.
He was
just... the regeneration, I feel a bit cheated.
I
didn't expect him to regenerate. I really didn't. But
it did make you think, this is it.
Well, I thought he was going to do like a mini thing. Like, I didn't think the eyesight was really restored, and I thought he was just going to do, like, a quick boost. Or I thought he was going to be injured from...
gunshots.
Yeah, from the gunshots. I don't think I knew he would be shot at the time I was thinking of this, but I assumed he had been hurt in some way. And to use the regeneration, we saw, obviously, in the... next, coming up this season trailer, when we saw glimpses of that, obviously it gets your mind turning. Oh, what's brought this about? And for it to be just the fake out Bill, the more I think about it, the more it annoys me.
It's a bit cruel, wasn't it, really, to do that?
Yeah.
The whole scene, though, was a big fake out, wasn't it?
Well, yeah, the whole thing was, but I
then
just mean... Giving us that glimpse of the regeneration, of seeing his hand glowing and all this, and you're thinking, oh, is that it? Obviously, they would never put that in the next time trailer, so you knew it wasn't a full-on regeneration, but I still feel, I don't like being duped like that. I don't know, it bothered me.
And it was purely for the sake of the fans, because Bill doesn't know what a regeneration is, does she?
No.
As far as she was concerned, his hands were glowing.
Well, that's true. She doesn't even know what that is.
No, she doesn't know anything. He's never.
So there was no point for him to do that far, to go that far. And he was saying, was the regeneration too much? Well, for Bill, it makes no difference, does it?
No, she didn't know what was going to happen, even if it carried on.
Yeah.
Other than until she saw another person.
Exactly.
So
that was just totally a bit of fan service, and that was just to trick us.
Yeah.
And I don't like that. I don't mind being tricked if it's a clever thing, but that was just like nothing. That was.
It's a bit of a heh.
Yeah, that's what it was. It was a bit of that.
Oh, right at the end, Missy. He was sitting and talking to Missy.
Yeah, and Missy's giving off this...
feeling sorry for all the actions and sort of what's the word I'm looking for? Thinking what she's
reevaluating.
done. Reevaluating what she's done and feeling
choices.
bad about it. And she's saying, I killed all these people, I don't even know their names, blah, blah, blah. And the doctor's saying, well, this is good. You're actually sort of working through in your mind what you've done.
But I don't believe her for a minute.
No, I mean, the doctor was thinking, have we made progress here? But what's the chances that she's actually trying to become good?
And
I mean,
why
I
would she? How boring would that be?
Yeah.
I don't want a good.
But then you've got
master
two
or
doctors
Missy.
helping each other,
Yeah.
effectively.
No.
But my first thought would be, obviously it's a trick
Yeah.
to get out. I mean, you would have to be silly not to assume that as the first option.
Yeah,
I would
yeah.
think. The thing with the monks leaving as well, they sort of changed the thought process that sort of freed everybody, and then it's like they jumped in the driver's seat, turned the engine on, and off
Yeah.
they went. There was no fighting in the streets. There was no shooting them. There was
Yeah.
no
No fighting back. I mean,
There's
they've
no
gone to
cuffing
so
them.
much trouble to
Yeah.
win the Earth, but with all their simulations, and as soon as Bill broke this link, that was it. They're like, right, we're out. Bye. Really? After all you went through, you're just done?
You'd think that you'd see them being cuffed and taken away, or nothing. No, they just. I guess they all disappeared and reappeared back in the.
Yeah, I mean, I
Pyramid
guess.
and
Yeah,
went, but-
I guess. Yeah, because at one minute the monk was like looking down at a crowd that was reaching up to him, and then the next minute, the next cut, the spaceship's gone, and you think,
It
well,
was
did they
taken
leave
off.
that monk behind, or
Yeah.
he must have?
There was the other monk in the orange garb with it billowing, and he
Yeah,
was
that's
just standing in
that
the middle
guy.
of people.
Yeah, that's the guy I mean. He was
Yeah,
standing
there was
there.
another one higher up as well. There wasn't on a monument.
Oh, I thought. It
And
was
it's
the
like,
same
yeah,
one.
did they leave them? Are they still here? I
Or-
presume they just.
No, they must have beamed
Transported,
into the
yeah.
into the ship and gone.
They were
but-
running the world, and then rather than trying to fight back against the Doctor or whatever, because there must have been some in the pyramid, they just thought, oh, forget this then.
And like Missy said,
Off
they'll
we
just
go.
chalk it up to experience and go. But really? You went to a lot of
I mean,
trouble to get to this point.
They left within minutes. It's not like even
Yeah.
it wasn't a fight or anything, was it?
I'm really surprised. I was not expecting this. I was expecting a lot more.
It was very shallow, really,
Yeah.
wasn't it? It was really.
I think taking the episode on its own, it was a good episode. I liked the concepts behind it, just as a single standalone episode. But as a finale to a 3-part series, 3-part story,
No, it was
Not
a bit
good.
disappointing, really. It was okay. It was entertaining enough that you'd watch it, but would I watch it again? No.
no.
Would I think about it in the future with fond memories? No.
Yeah, I mean, I tend to think, because I rewatch Doctor Who quite a bit, and I usually think, is this an episode I'm going to skip? There's very few episodes I will skip, but there are some, and I think this 3-part one I would skip. Next week we have the Ice Warriors, which is exciting because we have not seen them for years. So that should be good. I saw Sir Meryn Trent from Game of Thrones in there. Yeah, looking forward to next week. I'm glad we are done with this 3-story thing because I was getting a little bored of it. I'm glad we're moving on. Getting closer to the finale. Okay, see you guys next week. Thanks for watching. Bye.
Bye.